Alright, so I've been reading this book, the Apocrypha of John, and I kind of want to read it and then take a break now and talk about what it's saying, because my mind is just flipping backflips as I'm reading it, and I'm really not being able to go into it. So let's do that. Gotta switch the screen around. Hold on. Okay, so this is what we're reading, the Apocrypha of John, the secret book of John, right? It's in the Nag Hammadi library. You can just Google it. Now, this is the teachings of the Savior and the revelation of the mysteries and the things hidden in silence, even these things which he taught John his disciple. Okay. So, just to give you a little time preference, this is after the crucifixion and the resurrection, and Christ is now with the Father. Okay. Oops, sorry. So it happened one day when John, the brother of James, who are the sons of Zebedee, had come up to the temple, that a Pharisee named Arminius approached him and said to him, "Where is your master, whom you followed?" And he said to him, so John said to him, "He has gone to the place from which he came." The Pharisee said to him, "With deception did this Nazarene deceive you? And he filled your ears with lies and closed your hearts and turned you from the traditions of your fathers?" So it's talking about a Pharisee. And we know about the Pharisees because it talks about them in the New Testament. And seems like they were still clowning after all of that. It bothered John. He said, "When I, John, heard these things, I turned away from the temple to a desert place, and I grieved greatly in my heart, saying, How then was the Savior appointed? And why was he sent unto the world? By his Father. And who is his Father who sent him? And of what sort is that aeon to which we shall go? For what did he mean when he said to us, This aeon to which you will go is of the type of imperishable aeon?" But he did not teach us concerning the latter of what sort it is. Okay, so John is contemplating in his own mind right now. He's asking all those questions like, what was it all about? And he said he turned away from the temple and went into a desert place, and he's having all these thoughts. That's him asking the questions and saying that the Savior didn't teach them about the latter aeon that he was talking about. Straightway, while I was contemplating these things, behold, the heavens opened, and the whole creation which is below heaven shone, and the world was shaken. I was afraid, and behold, I saw in the light a youth who stood by me. While I looked at him, he became like an old man, and he changed his likeness again, becoming like a servant. There was not a plurality before me, but there was a likeness with multiple forms in the light, and the likeness appeared through each other. And the likeness had 3 forms. And he said to me, John, John, why do you doubt? Or why are you afraid? You are not unfamiliar with this image, are you? That is, do not be timid. I am the one who is with you always. I am the Father, I am the Mother, I am the Son. I am the undefiled and incorruptible one. Now I have come to teach you what is and what was and what will come to pass, that you may know the things which are not revealed and those which are revealed, and to teach you concerning the unwavering race of the perfect man. Now, therefore, lift up your face, that you may receive the things that I shall teach you today, and may tell them to your fellow spirits who are from the unwavering race of the perfect man. Okay, so while John was thinking, then there appeared a likeness, and it had I think it said, had multiple faces. But did you see it at the end? It said what he was going to do. It said, I'm going to read it again. I can't see it. It says, I am the one who is with you always. I am the Father, I am the Mother, I am the Son, I am the undefiled and incorruptible one. Now I have come to teach you what is and what was and what will come to pass, that you may know the things which are not revealed and those which are revealed, and to teach you concerning the unwavering race of the perfect man. Now therefore lift up your face, that ye may receive the things that I shall teach you today. Did you hear that? That's what I'm reading, so I'm going to go into that. Probably be another video. Alright, so this is kind of part 2. We're reading Nag Hammadi library, the Apocrypha of John. And John has just asked a bunch of questions, and then this image appeared to him. And this image, it started talking to him, and it said, do not be timid. I am the one who is with you always. I am the Father, I am the Mother, I am the Son. I am the undefiled and incorruptible one. Now I have come to teach you what is and what was and what will come to pass. We're going to pick up. And then so John says, and I asked to know it, and he said to me, the monad is a monarchy with nothing above it. It is he who exists as God and Father of everything, the invisible one who is above everything, who exists as incorruption, which is in the pure light, into which no one eye can look. He is the invisible spirit, of whom it is not right to think of him as a god or something similar, for he is more than a god, since there is nothing above him, or no one lords it over him, for he does not exist in something inferior to him, since everything exists in him, for it is he who established himself. He is eternal, since he does not need anything, for he is total perfection. He did not lack anything that he might be completed by it. Rather, he is always completely perfect in light. He is illimitable, since there was no one prior to him to set limits to him. He is unsearchable, since there exists no one prior to him to examine him. He is immeasurable, since there was no one prior to him to measure him. He is invisible, since no one saw him. He is eternal, since he exists eternally. He is ineffable, since no one was able to comprehend him to speak about him. He is unnameable, since there was no one prior to him to give him a name. Now, just to make it clear, the one who's talking here is Christ, because at the beginning of this it says the teachings of the Savior and the revelation of the mysteries and the teachings hidden in silence, even these things which he taught John his disciple. So it's talking like third person, and that would be the Christ talking to John after he appeared to John when John turned around at the beginning of the video. He is immeasurable light, which is pure, holy, and immaculate. He is ineffable, being perfect in incorruptibility. He is not in perfection, nor in blessedness, nor in divinity, but he is far superior. He is not corporeal, nor is he incorporeal. He is neither large, nor is he small. This is the Christ saying, there is no way to say what is his quantity or what is his quality, for no one can know him. He's talking about the Father. He is not someone among other beings, rather he is far superior. Not that he is simply superior, but his essence does not partake in the aeons, nor in time. For he who partakes in an aeon was prepared beforehand. Time was not apportionate to him. Since he does not receive anything from another, for it would be received on loan. For he who precedes someone does not lack, that he may receive from him, for rather it is the latter that looks expectantly at him in his light. For the perfection is majestic. He is pure, immeasurable mind. He is an aeon given aeon. He is life giving life. He is a blessedness giving blessed one. He is knowledge giving knowledge. He is goodness giving goodness. He is mercy and redemption giving mercy. He is grace giving grace, not because he possesses it, but because he gives it immeasurably, incomprehensible light. He gives the immeasurable, incomprehensible light.